And let me just add here, Georgi, real quick, that we continue to gather these initiatives from different donor organizations and IFIs to further highlight what are some opportunities that the SME sector in Georgia could use to alleviate the impact of pandemic, since this is the hardest hit sector and the main focus in heart of post-pandemic international support agenda.
Wonderful. Meanwhile, USAID is in our focus today, and let me tell our viewers and followers that just a few days ago, the presentation of the USAID project Zrda was held at the Expo Georgia Exhibition Center, Development of Sustainable Tourism in Tusheti.
Yes, Georgi, USAID, the Georgia Mission Director Peter Wiebler also joined the discussion about how USAID is working with a broad range of partners to support the development of regions like Tusheti.
Yeah, and our eyes and ears and our souls as well are on that event with Khanishvili, who will now tell us more about the results of the USAID's support to the region and specifically to Tusheti. The results were summarized in details at the event that came into the Checkpoint's focus.
Abanu Pass. A flock of sheep spread out in the field. Upper Omalo, Keselu Castle, Chagma Valley, Doju, Gometsari Valley. This is an incomplete list of the main sightseeings in Tusheti. In the open spaces here and there are houses hidden in nature, with which they have centuries-old stories and sites that make a special impression on tourists. Clearly, the infrastructural development of such a tourist location is crucial. USAID actively assists our country in the development of the region. A few days ago, the presentation of the USAID project Zrda was held at the Expo Georgia Exhibition Center, Development of Sustainable Tourism in Tusheti. The results of the support carried out so far were summarized at the event, which includes strengthening community governance, protecting the environment and natural resources, and working for sustainable economic development in the region.
The economic potential of tourism in Tusheti is not as great as it is in other parts of the country. So what we've been doing at USAID through our Zrda project has been trying to work with the local community, the private sector, local government, the national government, to try to create new sustainable models for tourism, to promote tourism in the country. It's very exciting because, you know, Georgia has so many natural treasures. Those natural treasures are key to tourism here and to the economic potential that tourism can unlock. But to be sustainable, those resources like national parks, like protected areas like Tusheti, have to be maintained. The local traditions need to be maintained, the nature must be preserved, and we have to do everything in as sustainable a manner as possible.
In fact, we have the result when the projects implemented by USAID in Tusheti yielded very good results. Tusheti is developing as an agro-tourism sector, which means not only that the people who come enjoy nature, but also that the development in the field of agriculture is visible. We have the opportunity to produce and sell products typical for Tusheti in the form of both food and handicrafts. We also have the opportunity to create more tourist facilities to employ people in Tusheti. All this is the merit of such good projects.
The USAID project was launched in 2018 with Zrda supporting the agrarian, tourism and service sectors through grants, professional development, training and technical support for private and public sector representatives. In total, in 2018-2021, the investment in Tusheti is about 600,000 Georgian lari. As a result, local income generation in the whole of Akhmeta municipality reached 4.1 million Georgian lari, half of which comes to Tusheti. Also, 45 new jobs were created as a result of these investments.
Creating jobs is proportionally connected to all the economic development activities that we've been implementing during last 3 years in Tusheti and generally in Akhmeta municipality, supporting businesses, creating new businesses, and plus building the capacity of business representatives in terms of food safety, service standards. This has been the main focus for us. Also, we've created a lot of activities to complement the capacity building and promotion of adventure tourism, such as equestrian tourism development. All these interventions that we've been conducting in Tusheti have been complementing definitely the job creation and increasing income, increasing the generation of the income.
During these years, the following works facilitated the correct positioning of Tusheti as a remarkable location. Establishment of Baba Neoli Working Group to advocate for the needs and interests of the people of Tusheti, infrastructure arrangements and technical support, organizing trainings for tourism and agricultural sectors, development of equestrian tourism, increasingly popularizing cultural heritage and more. So, as the visitors call, this unexplored Tusheti has even greater potential to attract tourists in the future.